Welcome to my workshop, and here we are at the start of yet another exciting project. In this video I'm going to show you how to make a satchel. This is a commission from a young lady who wants something slightly bigger than the average satchel so she can keep all her university books in it. She's specified that she wants tan leather, so we've got a lovely piece of brand new leather here. It's always nice working with a nice new piece of leather. And the first job is to mark it out. So we'll get our cutting list out ready and we'll start cutting. So in just a few minutes our side of leather is reduced into a few useful parts. So we've cut ourselves the front of the bag. This then becomes the back of the bag, which will then fold over the top like that. Now this piece we need to sew under there to give some reinforcing for the top of the bag as it comes round. These two pieces will then become the handle. So having cut out all our pieces of leather, we now need to just finish the sides. So we start by running a crease down each side on the face, and this just gives a bit of decoration and strengthens the edge. And we'll do that on every piece that we've cut out. And then once we've done that, then the next thing we have to deal with is all those raw edges. Some people like to make a virtue out of a raw edge and they pretend that it's a design feature. I never like to do that. All they're really doing is just missing out on a process. So what I do is I put a little bit of edge dye along the edge, and that just finishes the edge off. Now making a bag like this is quite a sort of slow and laborious process. This will actually take me about 2 days to do. And the first real bit of assembly I'm going to do is I'm going to make the handle to go on the top. Now this is going to be the top part of our handle, and that's going to fit through a loop like that, which is going to attach to the bag. So what I need to do is to cut in here and here, and then our loop will be able to fit through there. So there you go, that becomes the front of our handle with the loop in it. This piece here, which I've also skived off the edge, will become the back of the handle. And I should also put a little piece of upholsterer's cord in the middle between these two pieces, and that will just create a little bit of a roundness to the handle. And obviously we do the same this end as well. That all gets sewn together. So having made our handle, now we need to attach it to the bag. This is going to be the back of the bag, which will then go up and over the top. So our handle is going to fix somewhere around there. Now there are a couple of ways you can do this, and this comes down to sort of the design of the bag. We can put a little piece of leather like that, and if you were doing a commercial bag or a bag that was made in the factory, what they would probably do is cut a little piece of leather there, put a rivet there, put a rivet there, job done. And we could do that if we really wanted to, but it's not a very nice way of doing it. We could sculpt this little bit of leather here and then sew it in here. And I have done that in the past, and it looks quite nice. I've also done it that I've sewn a strip of leather all the way across the top, and it goes onto there. And that looks quite good. But what I did a couple of bags ago, which I rather liked, here, I cut a slot here and here, put a piece of leather through, sewed it through on the back, and then just a little loop came through. So let me show you what that looks like. So I've now sewn the handle into there, and as you can see it's quite neat, very streamlined, and I rather like it done like that. The next piece is now put onto the back, and I've stitch marked it all the way around, and I've tacked it now into place, and then the next job is to sew that. So having got this far, then the next part is to sew the sides. So I've cut myself another piece of leather, and this will sew into the side like that and all the way around the edge. So before we put the front on, we need to make ourselves a little short strap with our buckle to fit somewhere around there, because once we've got this bit sewn onto the front of there, it will be almost impossible to try and sew it, or certainly make it look nice. So, to make the strap at the front, I've cut myself a nice piece of leather. I've put the stain on the sides to get rid of those raw edges. This is the buckle, which goes through the slot which we've cut. And that starts to get sewn in there. Now, as I'm sewing it in, I'll sew in this little piece of leather here as well. We're going to have a matching leather keep. So here we are at what is now the exciting part of making a bag. This is where we start to put it all together. I've sewn a couple of lugs on the side there, I don't know if you can see that, some D-rings. I'll put a little strap on the front, and now all I've got to do is to sew all around the edges, and that will tie it all together. Well, I'm delighted to say that's the bag finished. It's taken me nearly 2 days to get to this point, but when we do it up, I think that ends up as quite a nice bag. It's taken quite a long time to get to here, and it's used pretty much a whole side of leather. So it's never going to be a cheap bag to produce. You'll notice at the moment it bows in at the front. That's because it's brand new. So my last job is going to be to make the shoulder strap that's going to go up and over. So whilst I'm making that, I'll just dampen down the inside of the leather, and I shall put something inside, and that will force that out. And then when it dries out, that will always be in a sort of a flush position. Well, here we are. It's the finished bag at last. It's rather good, isn't it? It's taken about 2 days to stitch it, and we've used pretty much a whole shoulder butt of leather to do it. But if you're interested, you'd like one for you, I certainly think I'd like one for me, then get in touch via my website. I shall be taking a break from stitching leather now for a couple of weeks. My next project is going to be some upholstered furniture, so if that's of interest to you, make sure you keep watching my channel. In the meantime, thank you for watching the video.